Ladies and gentlemen, I just finished watching the Toy Story 5 official trailer. And look, I need to talk about this. I know this channel doesn't have anything to do with movies, especially kids' movies, like Toy Story. But Toy Story has been something that has been very, very special to me over the years. And now that I have 3 nephews, watching them love Toy Story as well has brought some new light into the franchise for me as it is. So while I do believe that Toy Story 3 was the perfect ending to Toy Story, I mean perfect, and I had a hard time seeing Toy Story 4 because I didn't think they could do anything to outshine Toy Story 3. I saw Toy Story 3 in the theaters and I cried like a fucking baby. But then I saw Toy Story 4, and though I don't think it's nearly as good as the first 3 in any which way, I still fucking cried at that one. And I know Toy Story 5 is probably going to have me bawling too, because I already almost bawled at the concept of it. Not really, but I absolutely love what they're going for with Toy Story 5. So I wanted to talk about that in this video and talk about, you know, Toy Story overall and how that is. So Toy Story 5 is going to be set in this current time frame where Bonnie is a little bit older, and now she gets her first tech device, which is a lily pad. Now, my nephews are 5, 3, and 2. So watching them and watching Bonnie go through this is really interesting to me because I'm watching my nephew, my oldest nephew, at an age where he himself is starting to become hooked on technology like this. And he's never really yet been a huge toy person like I was growing up when I played with action figures and all of that stuff. Maybe he's still young enough where it's not a thing, but I see how technology has molded him and his generation. And though I don't personally subscribe to the idea of giving kids iPads at a very young age, we are living in this time frame where that just is a thing, and that's what's happening. And I'm so glad that they are making a Toy Story that feels like it directly addresses this problem, which I think, in a sense, is a problem. It's also a great thing because I do think our generation is going to be so much smarter because of the use of this stuff, but also because of misinformation and because of all the things that a kid can see that they should never see online. There are real concerns with using it. And I know there is like child lock or whatever you call it, all the kid features for these devices and all of that stuff. But this idea as a premise for a movie in a franchise that is about toys is so wonderful to me and something that I'm so excited to see. So while I was never on board with them doing anything past 3, 4 wasn't terrible, it wasn't as good as the others. 4 wasn't terrible, and 5, I'm really hoping 5 is a step up. My biggest concern with 5 was that I feel like they wrapped up 4 in such a way that they kind of already wrote Woody out of it. So for them to bring him back, I was really skeptical of how they were going to do that, but I'm so glad they did it in a natural way that feels really explainable, and they did it in a way that just feels so natural. Obviously, Woody wasn't just going to abandon these toys, and that was my biggest problem with Toy Story 4, was I feel like at the end of that movie, they really made it apparent that, at least I thought they made it apparent that Woody was just like done with this group. And I'm not a fan of that. I wasn't a fan of that, even though I liked the story and the way the story was told. I thought it was beautiful. I'm glad they found a very natural way to write Woody back into the story where, yeah, of course he still keeps in contact with Jessie, with Buzz, and all of them in the form of walkie-talkies, the most natural way, where they still keep up. Potentially he's visited and all of that stuff, and same with Bo Peep. I don't know, but I'm glad to see that that's the easy, very, very easy explanation, because I don't know why it was like so difficult for me to think of that being a logical explanation, but it is a very logical explanation. He keeps in touch with them, and when they need something, Woody's there. Woody's able to be reached just like that because of a walkie-talkie. I absolutely love that, and I love that we now see that Bonnie is in love with Jessie, and Jessie is experiencing a lot of what Woody was experiencing in Toy Story 1, where he was being replaced, in this case by Buzz, but in this new case, in Toy Story 5, it's Jessie being replaced by Lily Pad. And I'm excited to see where that goes, and it looks like they're kind of it feels like they're almost returning to form for the Toy Story franchise, which is something I'm excited to see. And not that they need to like return to form in any way, but I feel like 4 was that one that really stood out as not being close to the others. And I do understand that the fan reception of Toy Story 4 was pretty negative online. I've seen that one video that's like 4 hours long dissecting Toy Story 4. I've actually watched that. I watch that like once a year because it's a fun video to watch, I'm not gonna lie. But I do think they've heard that loud and clear, and by the way they addressed this trailer, you could tell they also heard it loud and clear too, and that they're trying to kind of prove to the community, to the people like us who have grown up with Toy Story, that hey, this isn't just another cash grab, there's an actual reason this exists, even though obviously it's Disney, it's a cash grab, we know that for sure, but I think they could justify a Toy Story 5 in a real way because of this technology boom that we have and because AI is such a big thing right now and all of that. There is a very natural way for them to actually truly tackle this in a way that's believable and sell it as more than just a cash grab. And it's something I'm very excited to see. And I will 1,000,000% go see this in theaters. I don't remember the last kids movie that I've seen in a theater besides 4 and 3, but this is one that no ifs, ands, or buts, I'm gonna go to the theaters and see. Because they get me. They get me. They know this is a cash grab that's going to work for people like me. And it does, because I'm a freak for this franchise. I think it's a great franchise, even if it's had its low moments like Toy Story 4. I don't think they need to make anything past 3. I really don't, but I'm welcoming this one with open arms, and I'm very excited to see what they do with it. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below for the 3 of you that are watching this video. But I'm very excited about it, and maybe I will come back for the review of this one because I love Toy Story, and I'm excited to see what they do with it. So yeah, with all that out of the way, thank you again so much for watching this video, and until the next one, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.